Yes, so you're still watching the OnePlay Africa show, and I'm with my man KFT, straight from Toronto. Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate you, man.
Okay, so people would like to know, what is the meaning of KFT and why the name?
So KFT stands for Kwesi from Toronto.
Okay.
You know, because I'm based in Toronto. This is where I started my music career.
All right.
So I'm just basically, you know, it's like a part of me is home, you know, even though Ghana's home as well.
Right.
I still originated my sound from Toronto. So that's why I have that in my name.
That's dope. That's dope. So would you give us a little background about yourself and how you got into music?
All right, well, basically I started music at a very, very young age, around 9, I would say, in an organization where for kids such as myself who are, you know, in like tough neighborhoods and stuff like that, like, you know, I never grew up really easy, but you know, I made it in life, so I'm okay. That organization will give you, you know, like workshops, so they'll teach you how to write, do poetry, you know, how to write songs, how to do like live performances and stuff like that. So I learned from there, and then I just, you know, harnessed my skills ever since, you know, doing like freestyles. Even at Achimota, I used to do like freestyles. I used to battle guys.
Oh, so you went to Motown?
Oh, when I went to Motown, yeah, I used to battle guys. Man, you know, I was always in the music scene, you know, more underground during that time, you know. So, you know, that's the foundation, like I said earlier, was from Toronto. So that's why I put that in my name, because there's meaning behind it. There's so many things involved with that name. So that's the reason why I chose that name. And I learned how to basically grow in the music scene and from that organization. It's called Urban Promise. Okay. Just in case anybody wants to know where it is, it's in Toronto. So that's how I basically started my journey. And then I basically was a Black Lives Matter advocate.
Okay.
You know, I was featured in CTV News as one of the biggest news stations in Canada, where there was me on live national TV, 500,000 viewers just watching me. You know, they featured my music video. They did a segment, the whole 9 on it. So, you know, I just been in the scene for, you know, a good few years now, and I decided that coming to Ghana, because I'm obviously Ghanaian, you know. I grew up here in Ghana as well, so that's why, you know, I'm here to, you know, come in and dine with the culture and just promote my sound here, you know.
Well, I listened to your sound, and I would say that your sound is so clean.
Thank you.
So what would you say is your style, and, you know, what influences the kind of music you do?
Okay, so basically my style is like, I would say a mixture of like, you know, like obviously hip hop, and, you know, like I would say I do a little bit of high life too as well. Okay. So I would say like it's like a fusion, you know, like Afro fusion basically. My influences in music, you know, when it comes to like high life, it will be like Kojo Enchi. It will be like, you know, I would say Dai Lumba. Okay. Of course, he's an old legend and stuff like that. And Kwabena, you know, those are part of my influences. And that's just from like, you know, the African sound, you know. And I would say within like, I'm from Toronto, so I gotta say Drake, obviously. Okay. I gotta say Tory Lanez, you know. Okay. I like Tory Lanez's hustle. I like the way he, you know, one-man army, you know what I mean? Like, I even met him a couple times back in the day. Okay. Yeah, when he was underground. Like, you know, because I was there too in the scene as well, right? So, you know what I mean? Basically, just like, those are my major influences. And I would say like, I'm more inspired now with the new talents that are in Ghana as well, which is, I'm obviously one of the newest acts too as well. So all around, like, I'm inspired from, you know, the Ghanaian culture, the music, the high life, the hip life, now it's Afro beats. That's what's popping right now. So, you know, that's part of my influences, yeah.
All right. So I also, you know, off camera, we're talking about your influences here and over there, okay? Yeah. You sort of answered a little bit of that question, but I would like to know, how are you able to find yourself in the balance, being that you've, you know, grown up here, and then also there? How do you balance?
It's like dipping in both, like, you know, I would say cultures, you know, but to be honest, it's just like it's just like something that, like I said, there's something new that I'm doing, you know? So I would say like putting out my sound, you would hear, you like, I would be like the project, use me as a project to hear two different sounds, you know, combine into one. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, that's what I view it as. So the balance, I'll be the balance. You know, so that's how I see it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so now that you're in Ghana, are there any projects or collaborations that we are supposed to expect or anything like that you want us to know?
Right now, I'm just recording music at the moment, but I'm here to promote my new single, Adult New, available on all streaming platforms.
Okay, so you have lived in Toronto,
and
you've had some, you know, experiences also in Ghana.
Upbringing in Ghana too.
What do you think is some of the issues that our artists over here are facing over there in the outside world, okay, in the Western world?
Artists that are facing the
from
outside,
here,
from here when they go to the
exactly. Because sometimes expansion and, you know, they come back and then, you know, we have to compare them with the Nigerian guys and stuff like that. What do you think
I see where you're going. Okay, yeah.
In particular face over there?
To be honest, like, I just think that they need to be like open to like, you know, newer sounds. And it's not only the artist's problem, it's also, you know, the listeners. You know, they have like particular sounds that they want to listen to, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, just being open to listen to guys who are in the diaspora, just like myself, you know, I think that will expand the industry because, you know, guys like me are also making music for the culture as well, you know? So we have a spin on both from the Western world to, you know, the motherland, right? So the problem is that, like, I feel like Ghanaian musicians need to work on their sound and production. You know what I mean? Because I heard some of the beats and they're not nice. I'm gonna be real. I make beats too, so I know what I'm talking about. Like, I hear like how they make their, you know, the bass, the EQ, like the way they do their thing is kind of like, the vibes are kind of like 2012, 2014. Like, we need to keep up with the sounds.
But there's some good sounds over there.
Yeah, of course, there's some good songs that are in Ghana. You know, we have Gyakie, we have like Kelvin Boy, we have Camidoh, you know what I mean? We have King Promise. You know, that guy's doing amazing things, you know? So we have that sound, but I mean for like the majority, you know, I think that we need to, you know, they need to just like go back to the lab, you know, and just be themselves. You know, because I feel like sometimes artists like to chase too much sounds, and I feel like we can explore and expand with the high life, because that was the originality of everything. We started, and Afrobeats came from high life. So we started, and if we can find a way to modernize the high life, I think we can go super far with that. So people will love, because people know the origin. So I feel like if they focus on that more, then they can travel internationally with their sound.
That was deep. I really respect that. Yeah, so we are still on OnePlay Africa show, and I'm here with KFT. And you know I'm a fashion person, right? So I'll never let you go without talking about...
I like your drip, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Air Forces. You know, they're nice.
So I'll never let him go without talking about, you know, what you're wearing right now before we really actually delve into your fashion taste and everything. So let me know, like, let us know, you know, walk us through it.
Most of these things are online. I'm not really like chasing designer brands, but this one I got it online. I can't really remember, because I just, sometimes, you know those Instagram stores, you see, like you just click on it, like, oh, this is nice, boom, click.
That's it.
So I don't really remember where I got this from, but I got this from Minimal, LA. Yeah, so, and the boots I got online, these are Doc Martens. And these rings I just ordered from some random website. You know, ASOS. ASOS is a UK clothing brand. This watch was online. I think I got it from ASOS as well. I think so.
Charlie, he's looking dope, isn't he? Yeah, so, you know, in the Western world, you know, unlike Ghana here, people pay attention to what they wear from upstairs coming down. In the Western world, you also start from, you know, underneath. We
pay attention. Oh man, if you got some fugazi looking sneakers, we will roast you. That's a fact. So you gotta come clean, come right. You can't be wearing some, like, you know, some China sneakers. You know what I mean? You got to wear the real shit, man.
Exactly.
That's how we do it.
I respect that. Okay, so what do you think, you've been in Ghana for some time now. What do you think about, the fashion style over here?
I'm not going to lie. I got my drip from Ghana. I'm going to be real.
Really?
I used to dress super whack.
Okay.
I used to dress so, like, the last time I came here, actually came to this studio, I don't even think my drip was good, man. Wow. That drip was horrible.
Can you name any other people that influence your fashion sense over here?
I like the way Kelvin Boy dresses, bro. That guy's fly, man. Super fly.
Wow, okay.
I like him. I like King Promise's dresses too. Okay. Funny, I like the way Cheddar dresses too. He always wears those like war leader like outfits. I think those are dope. Okay, so now that I would wear that too, like just for no reason. I see. Just to buy something, I'll wear it.
Between the two, Jordans or Air Forces, which one would you go for?
Jordan and Air Force. Between two? You're crazy, man. Jordans or Air Forces? How? Because like Air Forces, yeah, man. Like because Jordans, there's different Jordans, right? Exactly. 1, 2, all the way to 23.
Exactly. Let's just say Jordan 1s against, Air Force 1s.
Jordan 1s. Come on, can't say that, bro. What's wrong with this guy, Jordan 1s?
Okay, we are on two separate sides. I'm an Air Force person. So
I know, I can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you get them Air Forces from?
Well, I'll tell you after.
Tell me after?
All right, so we'll take a break and then we'll be right back. We'll talk about his music on the next. All right, welcome back. So we'll talk about his new single, Odon Nyum. I listened to the sound yesterday and I was blown away, okay?
Thank you.
I don't want to compare it with, the original, with Ofram Princess,
That's fine if you do.
I mean, I would just like you to talk about it a little bit. Just introduce us, take us to...
Okay, so that song, basically, growing up, obviously everybody knows Odon Nyum, Kofi and T and Euphoria Ponsa. Like, we know that song is a legendary song. Exactly. So I can't do something wrong with that. I gotta come clean, come right with it, So like basically, I just just like listen to beats and stuff, and then I hit up a producer and got the beat, and then I'm like, yo, honestly, what if I added the OYA part on it, because I actually chopped up the sample and put the voices and stuff like that in there as well. So to be honest, it was just like more of a song, just like a song to feel good, a song like to like celebrate love, a song about, just to have a good time. You know what I mean? I say Rolex, pay cash, girl, shake that ass. Like, you know what I mean? Just to have fun, like it's more of a club banger thing, So when I made that song, I'm like, this song has potential, like I gotta touch Ghana, At that time I was staying in the UK as well, so I was like, I gotta come to Ghana, do my thing.
Okay. So, I have to ask about, what influenced that song, because, we have Kojo Entry, Daddy Lumba. Why not any of these guys but Kofi and Ponsa, that particular sound?
But that's how music is. It's like, it's not like you pick, oh, I'm gonna choose this guy. Sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. Like, you could just be like driving your car and then maybe you're rolling down your window, you're listening to something, and then maybe you stop at the traffic light and you hear that song play. Like, the way music is like, for my inspiration, it's not like I'm like, okay, I want to sample this. It's just like, it just comes out of nowhere. Okay, I'll tell you. When I went back to my parents' place in Toronto, right? This was during Christmas, so like we were just having like food and we're just chilling, Christmas vibes, family vibes, right? So then my sister, she was just playing all the Ghana old songs, So that song came up, and you're right, yeah, that song came up, and then I heard it. I was like, yo, I remember.
That's it.
I remember. And then I'm like, yo, and then that's where it started. I'm like, yo, I remember this song. And then when I went back to my place, right, then I was like, yo, I want to do something with that. You know what I'm saying? So it came from like, just like, I would say the Christmas party, you know what I'm saying? So that's how like it started. And then like, I just took it more serious and I did the recording. I mixed and mastered the song myself as well. So
that's great. So now where can we find the music? Where can we stream it? Anytime.
Everywhere. Everywhere. All platforms, streaming platforms, Boomplay, Audio Mac, Deezer. I don't know if you use Deezer, Spotify, Apple, and we have like it for MP3 as well. On the blog, so you can just go on the blog, search it up, you'll see it there. You can download it for free. Okay. So now you've heard it all from KFT. Now let them know, where we can find you on all social media platforms and what name. So for Twitter is everything KFT. Instagram is KFTNRE. That is for Twitter. Sorry, that's for Instagram and also for I believe Snapchat, KFTNRE, and then obviously on Facebook it's just KFT, and yeah, my YouTube, KFT as well, and the record label New Revolution Records, all social media platforms is there.
All right, so that has been it from me and KFT. Now, just as he's said, you can find him on all social media platforms, just as he just said it, right?
Yes.
All right, so we'll do more things, after this. Okay, so I'll sign out. This is Mr. Gyakie.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.